He's just gonna appear.
You're just like down there.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Glasgow 2024 Twitch stream as we slowly appear from beneath the table.
I forgot to plug in my
That would be a
charger.
really fun entrance one day if we just press play and it's a completely empty table. We're all like,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would be really cool.
There we
Like a
go.
clown car.
Oh my god, that'd be
As well as the
fun.
bird underneath the table.
But yeah, thank you for joining the Glasgow 2024 Twitch stream today. This is Let's Roll Hell and Highwater, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live play. That's how I...
Live actual play, let's
actual-
play.
Yeah,
Some,
fuck it.
we're playing a
D&D.
game, we're here.
We're playing D&D.
we've lost all professionalism because
Who cares?
Oh.
this is
We
just,
have that!
yeah, that's true.
I only for like 5 seconds per session.
Yeah, I try.
What session are we on?
I don't know.
27!
I rely on you lot for both.
27!
I just know that how many sessions we have to go, and I
How many do we have to go?
I think 2.
Oh
maybe
no!
3, depending on how much we drag
Oh.
out the combat.
Guys, we gotta really go off on some tangents.
Dropping episode! Let's
Absolutely
go!
not. Those are banned, and you know it.
Which episode?
Ooh! Can we go to Hawaii?
We'll just come with
Is
you.
hell not
IRL.
hard enough?
Let's do Ember Island Players, like right before the grand finale.
Oh my god.
Episode after.
Oh,
But
that'd be
yes.
so funny. Who would play us?
This is the Glasgow 2024 Twitch stream. Glasgow 2024 was the Worldcon that came to Glasgow in 2024. So sorry, it has now passed. You cannot go. If you were there, thank you so much for coming. We had such a good time. We're just trying to wrap up the campaign because it didn't quite finish in time for the convention. And I say quite as if it's not been like
It's been like 6 months.
6 months or
We
something.
might
7?
get it done in time for Seattle.
We might get it
To
done.
be
but-
done,
so
yeah.
yeah. If you are interested in Worldcon, please consider going to Seattle, or which is this year, Seattle 2025. LA is the year after, 2026, and 2027 hasn't been bid on yet. That will get finalised this summer, but I believe it's between Montreal and somewhere. I don't remember these very well. I should probably have these written down before I do these fields.
No,
but
you
oh well.
nailed it, don't you worry.
But yeah, if you want to go to Worldcon, please consider them. I think they are still doing like virtual stuff as well at Seattle, so you can check that out if you can't travel. However, if you want to travel and are struggling a little bit with the finances of that, please do consider getting in touch with the Fan Fund.
The fan fund.
The Fan Fund.
Done. End
The
of,
Fan Fund.
end of word.
The Fun Fan Fund.
Nice!
Who help fans get to conventions when they can't quite cover all the
They
expenses
help the
themselves.
fans have fun.
They do indeed.
With their fun.
With their funds. So if you want to go to a convention and you're a bit worried about like trying to cover the cost of that, you can get in touch with them and they may be able to help you out. On the flip side of that, we'd love it if you consider donating to the fan fund as well to help people get to conventions that they could otherwise not afford to get to. So please do consider it. There should be links in our comment sections that you know. There's no links in our comment
I
sections.
lost the links a long time ago.
Okay. Please head over to the Seattle
Follow
Worldcon
your
website.
heart.
You
Yeah.
will find
You'll find them.
Good.
some
Google it.
webs there, some links there, and I'm sure they'll be able to help direct you as well if you get in touch with their social media team or something.
Yeah. My guess is they were Glasgow links, but the convention's finished, so all of that's closed, so that I think they don't exist anymore.
Oh, my apologies.
But the fun still do.
The fun,
The fund still does, just the Glasgow 24 specific link.
yeah. So
website
the fan fun thing always runs. It just the different conventions do different drives for it and stuff like that. So please do consider it if you want to help out a fan get to a convention they wouldn't have been otherwise able to get to. And I believe it is also open for conventions that aren't necessarily Worldcon as well. So like you can apply to get some funds to go to like a local convention or a more local convention to yourself if that's more of interest. Get in touch. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. With that, I think we're going to dive into the actual session today. This is Hell and Highwater. I've already forgotten. Is it 27?
27!
Session 27. We are coming to the end of our campaign. I promise we're slowly getting there. This is a homebrew campaign, 5th edition, 2014 rules. So now I have to clarify that. We're sticking with 2014 rules. Homebrew of my own creation, where I've stolen virtually everything from everywhere else, because that's what I do when I make campaigns. I I nick stuff. But yeah, I'm Alex. I'm the Dungeon Master. I run everything that isn't these three, which is currently almost everything you can see on the board, which is always very fun.
We're hiding.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Isla, I'm playing Kai. They are a half elf. I don't know.
Yes!
Yes, no, I was fully about to say them. I don't know what I was going to say.
You good?
Not elf.
Something happened when
Bard.
a boon got gifted. Your race has changed.
I don't know.
You are half elf, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know, I was at an eye test earlier and she was like, read the letters, and I was looking at the letters and I was like, I don't remember what it's called.
Like, I can see
I
it.
can see that it's a P, but I don't remember what the letter P is.
Oh dear.
I don't know.
She just looks at you and says, we should get you to a different doctor.
Yeah, there's
not
you need
enough
help, but not mine.
Yeah.
Last we checked, you were half elf bard.
Yes, that's not bard.
Hi.
Just Bard.
I'm Will. I'm playing Adolin. He's an Aasimar ranger, and he's probably one of the few player characters you can
He's
see on the
there.
map. He's over here.
Yeah, we should point our characters
Oh,
when we
yeah.
do it.
There's Kai. I can't see them. You maybe can.
I get out there, I'm afraid.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I'm playing Polly. She's here. She is a Circle of Bees Druid / Paladin. And an Aasimar. I forgot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and would somebody like to do the recap for me?
We fighting.
Yeah, that's about it.
Can
Done. End of timer.
I have until I finish chewing,
I
please?
suppose.
Why did you start eating right before that?
Sorry, force of habit.
Force of habit, somebody asks you a question, food.
Food, yeah.
Got it.
Stall for time. Stall for time. Okay, okay.
Okay.
The city of Pearlmire, stuck as it is on the first layer of hell, is being held in place by 3 heavy infernal iron chains which have been anchored at various regions around the city. And our party is one of the strike teams that's going to help, knock one of them loose. The other 2 being handled by the entire force of the Knights of Ash, because apparently we're good as half an army.
How funny would it be if they failed?
And we don't.
Please don't roll for them. They're good stuff. So we rocked up to the edge of the city where there was a breach in the wall. Demons have been flooding up the chains from the plains of Avernus and crawling their way in. Devils have been slowly repelling them. And right in the middle of it is where this chain is anchored, and that's what we are trying to release with a ritual undertaken by 3 mages who are squishy things that need to be protected. So we encased them in a box. We got a couple rounds in. They're going to need to concentrate on this for 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, God no. 10 rounds.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Thank fuck.
And we are doing our damnedest to keep the heat off of them, subdue all the various enemies around us, stay alive ourselves. We're currently at the bottom of round 5, where the ritual has had 2 ticks, and we need to get to 10. So we got 8 rounds to go. We're going to hit round 13 today, and we're going to kick ass. It's going to be awesome.
This is going to take another session at least.
100%, yes.
Full combat. I'm hoping it'll just take this.
I remember it's very pointedly in my brain, Alex saying, last session, that we were averaging 40 minutes per round.
Oh god.
So
But this much shit
There's a
on the
lot
field.
happening.
we've knocked off some of them. So
Yeah,
that's
we
have
have
knocked
killed a
off.
lot,
We also,
including Bigby.
So if Alex would just stop adding minis, we'll be fine.
where's the fun in that?
You're right.
That's true.
I spent years painting these. Let's go.
There were about 10 devils back here that used to be on the field. That demon did as well.
Nope. That's
Sorry,
for 2
I
minutes.
interrupted. That was on me.
I think it was.
I think about
we're
40
fighting
seconds
some
of that
guys.
was you lot.
We're
So.
at the recap now. We're just sort of pointing at things and
Yeah, do you have
packing
your pointing chopstick?
and stalling for time.
I did pack
Starting
them.
for time. Well, if you want, I can go into a bit more depth on the last round that we had, just
Yeah,
so
I
that we
think
know
that'd be a
what's
good
kind of.
idea. Particularly because I think you wanted to have a bit of tactics chat as well before we dive straight in.
Yeah. Oh, don't poke her. She's only blue tacked on.
You're panicked. I mean, we did break one.
You
last
broke one
time.
of these last time.
You did?
No, I did.
You did?
No, I wasn't even in the room. She fell off the roof and the base broke off and she had to be re-glued.
That doesn't count. I was
Oh,
innocent
you told me
of
that
all
about it.
charges.
Yeah, you knocked it off the table.
Did I not?
She was like sat here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fine.
I made
she's
a
back
false
up.
memory.
You were like, fuck that, I don't want to believe that.
I couldn't have done that.
She's back up here somewhere.
Mm.
Believe Isla's genetic.
Recovering.
Yes, I am a half elf. The message is also me. I wrote what my species was and then I forgot.
Impeccable.
Yeah, they say, if they die, will it be a major disaster?
Yeah, the campaign ends and we're
Yeah.
fucked.
That's
We just
true.
live in hell now.
Yeah,
Maybe. You don't know.
We live in hell.
we don't
Yeah.
know. Failure is not an option.
There's not an option.
It's not an option. Apollo 13, great movie. Ed Harris. I won't do anything Ed Harris says.
Fucking Kevin Bacon.
Our DM has an irrational hatred of Kevin Bacon from Apollo 13.
It's not just from that
Specifically
movie.
from Apollo 13,
no,
or?
I just hate Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
I think it's mostly from the EE ads.
that's a
fair,
good-
actually.
That's very
Yeah.
valid.
So at the end of last session, we wrapped up round 5 of the combat,
Yes.
where we got the mages into position on round 3, and they started doing their thing, and they've had one round,
We've had 2 ticks.
1 and 2 ticks since then. In that time, devils and demons have been slugging it out here. Here at the edge of Pearlmire, at this breach in the wall where a chain has ploughed through. We've seen some curious interactions, devils giving other devils orders, and generally just trying to keep ourselves alive because some of these guys hit hard. The current biggest threat is that this guy right here sat on top of a box.
Box.
He's on top of the box that we have encased the mages in. And the last orders that they received were to crack that box open. Luckily for us, it's a double thick wall of stone. It has something in the region of like 360 hit points.
Yeah.
It's on 74 on
74
the first layer.
The first
180
layer.
for the second layer.
Yes.
Yes.
So we got time.
AC 15.
It's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
Yeah, so it'll take a bit to crack it open.
Yeah.
However, it's also beefy as hell, and we're laying into everything we've got and struggling.
Yeah.
The wider sort of elements of the battlefield, we've got this endless tide of little demons that are like climbing up the chain and just crawling their way in. They don't seem to be doing much, they're just kind of there and swinging. The demon presence is down to them, a Marilith here, and Glabrezu with its big claws. There used to be an Alfeshni on the board. They died, they're over here now. And there used to be a lot more devils as well. There's a big platoon of bearded devils and barbed devils, and there was a couple more Erinyes up here as well. But of interest from the devil side was that with a nat 20 perception, did I get? It was so,
Very good
But it was
perception.
great, yeah.
after getting wailed on by Pit Fiend, Adolin just backed away for a little bit, is alighted atop the wall here, and with a perception check has spotted a certain individual from our pasts.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
It's me.
A commander of sorts directing the fight from afar, our old friend Glabrezu the Archdevil, and a certain bodyguard devil backing her up as well, this
God damn.
gnarly looking dude.
They look like weenies in comparison to these guys.
At the top of another collapsed tower, some way off in the distance, observing the fight, and certainly a couple of the devils in the last round of combat, this dude up here and this Erinyes, took their turns to await new orders, looking in the direction of Glabrezu, because there was another Erinyes that was on the field that they were previously
Commander.
taking orders from, a commander of
Yeah.
sorts, who's now dead, because I think you absolutely nuked them with a couple of smites. It was great.
Yee. That was fun.
So now they're a little bit leaderless or rudderless, but the last order that Erinyes gave was to this Pit Fiend to crack open this box. So that's where we're at. However, for the moment, none of us are under immediate threat. We have a moment to breathe, but I think this guy goes first in initiative and is about to scare the devil out of us by attacking the box again. Scare the devil out of us. And then I think swiftly after that comes Polly, and then the mages and Lena. So it's then going to be, what do we do? Is there any wider strategy of this battle that we can use rather than just like trying to kill all these things? Is there anything? I don't know. I had a long car drive yesterday where I was thinking about this because this is a cool fight.
Yeah. You were saying earlier you thought they might be in different factions, so would any of us know anything about that?
I think Adolin has already done a check which has shared with you that you are aware there are many different factions that are functioning even
Yes.
within a single domain. So like you're aware Avernus falls under a domain of an archdevil. One archdevil controls Avernus essentially. However, like the other archdevils of hell have like infiltrators and things that like swim around in the other archdevils' domains to try and undermine them, get information, stuff, a lot of stuff like that. Like devil politics is really backstabbing, snipey, and complicated. So like you are well aware there's probably a lot of devil factions like operating in this area. Whether they are just information gathering or actively meddling is a lot harder to tell because they don't like wear insignias that it's like
That was
I
going to be
belong to
my
this
next
person.
question, yes.
Yeah. They do not have lovely patches on them like the Knights of Ash. I'm very sorry.
What a shame.
You have organised.
Nice. Spell cards. Let's go.
I can see everything.
So I think, was it last session or the session before, one of you did see invisibility? Yeah?
It was Will. It was Adolin rather. It was at the place, and you saw
Oh, back at the temple because we were
Yeah.
looking for the cat.
and you saw all of the
Yes.
tiny.
There was a lot more
Imps.
imps
Thank
and
you. That's the word.
spine
Oh, yes,
And
devils.
you knew that they were all from different factions, and they were feeding information back to their kind of higher ups, respectively.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what's going on here because we see a bunch of devils and demons slugging it out. Demons aren't known to be particularly organized, but devils are. They live and die by that. So, for example, are these two Pit Fiends working for different leaders? When that Erinyes died, has this Pit Fiend now just deferred to like the next highest ranking devil he can see, which is Glabrezu over there? I think Adolin's probably thinking about it in terms of military structure because that's what he knows, and he's like,
Do they
Can I-
wear different crests or emblems?
I don't know. This dude's armored. Any
He's
give-
heavily armed.
Any giveaways on him? Glabrezu for life tattooed on his shoulder.
I don't think there's anything
It's
that
just
you would
all
like
elements.
recognise.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of like devil insignia and runes carved into his armour and things like that, but I'm not sure that necessarily means anything to you. You know?
I can read Infernal.
You can. So you can tell that they're arcane runes and things like that, but I don't think you'd be able to tell like it does not say, "Hi, I belong to."
If lost, please return to.
Yeah, it doesn't have that kind of vibe.
Cute. We should get that for Clifford.
Shit.
Yeah, responsible dog ownership.
Got a
We've
phone
never-
number on it.
We've never been responsible in our life.
We've
Not
lost,
much at all.
we've lost him several times and we throw him into combat more often than not.
It's true.
He's fine.
I think he's the one that's come closest to death the most.
Yep.
Has he died though?
Nearly.
But has he died though?
No.
Did you die?
Okay. Do you want to have any more discussions, sorry, before we like dive right back in? I'm happy for you to just take a quick strategy breather.
Yeah.
Think very quickly because you're second. First is the Pit Fiend.
Yeah, you are technically second.
I am just gonna keep on wailing on people whilst my haste and divine soul thingy is still up, I think.
Sick.
And then hiding. I've got enough bumble ruby rushes that I think that's fine.
Demons?
Demons.
Devil.
Devil.
Devil. Demon?
Demon.
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 I would say
Devil.
let's not even bother with these guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
they don't
At all.
exist.
And I do think that what Adolin was saying last time about paying attention to the devils more than the demons at the moment, the way that things are kind of scaled,
Yes.
I think that makes more sense.
Could.
Polly doesn't know that Glabrezu's here. Like,
No. Well,
I
I know we
think
have
you've got
our
the telepathic
mental
one down.
Telepathic one.
Right,
problem,
okay.
so
Oh.
You are aware. So I don't
Cool.
think you can currently see her, but you are aware.
And she's also eavesdropping on us all
Devil?
the time, so
Potentially, yeah. That
Devil.
is Glabrezu, and that she
Yes.
is a devil.
Devil.
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
they're devils.
You're aware that in the hierarchy structure, she is somewhere above an archdevil.
cool.
Mm.
Remind me how everybody's looking.
Oh, okay.
That would be helpful,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Rough.
Some people have been hit. I don't remember
She's
who.
fucked up, if I recall.
Yeah.
She took a couple crits, I believe.
She is the snake lady.
Yes. Okay. I will start. I'll go around my order here so I don't miss anything. So
That'd be good.
the non-armored Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty bad.
Okay.
Okay.
The
That's
armored
good.
Pit Fiend looks alright.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Bad times.
Marilith is looking really bad.
That's her.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Snake lady.
Okay.
Yep.
She is very shredded.
Mm-hmm.
And also.
And also,
Oh,
she's
and
not
also-
doing
She
great.
has-
Shredded! She's got like 8 abs.
Yeah.
And then a snake
Yes.
body, and I don't fully know how that
She has
goes.
so many
She
abs.
just continuously
All the way down.
All
abs.
the
Yeah.
She's 8 visible abs. The piddly things are
Who cares?
piddly,
We don't
but
care.
none of them are individually being hit because when
This
you
guy's
hit them,
going
they
for a wall
die.
again.
He's going for the wall.
Ribs. Loves ribs.
That's dead, dead.
Can't get enough of them ribs.
Who can blame her?
That Erinyes is looking alright.
Yep.
It's fine.
Okay.
The Glabrezu is looking pretty good.
Is
Mhm.
that one down there?
That's
Naked guy?
Differences.
clamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Someone-
think
Sir.
that's everybody.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the main ones.
Okay.
I don't think our friendly NPCs.
They're doing fine.
They're over
Clover's-
there.
Varro and Lena are
Hiding.
fine.
Clover's been hit once and it wasn't very good for him, but he's doing
Mhm.
okay.
He's got access to his major moves now that he's in his Mistral form as well.
Yeah. So he's just kind of like running up, biting, and then bouncing away again, which I think is going to be the strat for most of them.
Yeah.
Lena has standard mage HP.
She's got major armor on.
No, her hit
HP.
points.
No, she's got a lot
no,
more.
She's got,
Yeah, she had like plus 80 or
Yeah.
something because her con was higher
her
than
con's
I
been
thought.
bumped tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool. That's so cool just to have a magic item.
Garen
Like,
totally gave her an amulet of health.
For sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
For sure.
Do you think they're gonna get back together? Just ignore everything else that's going on.
Bribe Glazzy with some gossip. That's how we win.
And Belinda's not been hit, and I don't think
Wait,
that
so
or
4 hit points? Did
or
you say 90?
Athena.
It got cranked at, I think,
I've actually
80,
not written it down.
87, I think. She'd be a normal mage
87.
with 19 con.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did some maths on that. I'll double
You
check
did.
it.
I
Yeah.
think. I don't think I bothered to do it. I think I made you do it.
No, that's fine.
Lovely.
Because I'm helpful like that. Okay.
Yeah, that took her con from +0 to +4.
Amazing.
Alright.
Hmm.
+4.
Right.
So she's just chilling.
Yeah,
She's
she's
concentrating on wall
concentrating on the
stuff.
wall, yeah, and then like isn't really dealing with anything else.
Yeah.
She does technically have an action, but
She's not even on the board, right? We took her off.
I believe you've stashed her in a building. Was my
No, we took her off because we were like, she doesn't need to be in range for this anymore.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
a
she's
further back building.
like,
yeah,
you
and
just shoved her
her, and she still has eye line. I think that was what Vara was coming back from. He grabbed her and dropped her off.
Yes.
So he's just returned. She's way back. She's still in range for. She had one spot that had like 300 feet or something. It's
I
actually I
got
think she's
Firebolt was 120 or something.
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, firebolt or fireball.
So she's golden.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Don't die.
I'll try. I'll try not to. I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, I wish we could. Good. Make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I think is that everything you want to discuss beforehand, or
I think so.
anybody got any other questions?
How do we win? No, I'm
We
joking.
just
We,
use
Finish the
them.
ritual.
We know how to win.
We know
We're
how
gonna
to
kill it, quite literally. It being them.
mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Go on. Go whale in the box.
Dive into the initiative order then?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Round 6.
15.
Top of the round
We're
is
ready.
Pit Fiend. Yes. So
The marker.
The markers
word
are the
down.
pens.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So unarmored Pit Fiend that is on the box is going to whale down into the box. Do you have the armor class of the box in front of you?
15.
15. Awesome. So
Miss.
Dude's probably rolling with a +16 to hit.
Miss.
Can still miss with that one.
Yeah.
I like that face.
it was not a happy face. I think that's a miss.
Okay.
Let's go.
A 14
Misses.
miss.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay.
And the third one and the fourth one is a hit as well.
Okay.
So that's 2 bits I get. I think they're both going to be mace. I think.
Can they be?
Pardon? Oh,
Did I
the
say on purpose?
the
they're
big
just
beefy
full
dude was
people.
balancing
Mm.
on them for a while.
I think we had the Pit Fiend propped up on them,
Yeah.
But we have a box now.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Stats of the wall. Is there anything I need to know?
AC 15, HP
oh,
74, then
ignore
180.
I mean, I suppose it would, but this is gonna be. Actually, I don't think it specifies, so probably not. Let me check.
It's a non-magical
Well,
walled solid stone, so it's probably mean to things like psychic and poison, but otherwise I
Force.
think...
Yeah, it doesn't actually specify,
The wall
so.
takes psychic damage. It's a non-magical wall.
Takes
Yeah.
emotional
So
damage.
it's just whatever a wall normally would have, I suppose.
Mm.
So this is fine.
What would a wall normally have?
Stone wall.
It
Fine.
kind of makes sense to me that some of these things would be halved.
I think yeah, it might be resistant. What are the stats for a stone wall?
It doesn't specify in the spell.
No, but
Mm.
spell
No,
is probably
because
referring
it's gonna redirect
Mm.
to like the thing itself. Objects. Ha. Okay.
Okay.
Objects are immune to poison, psychic. That's true.
Some objects have a damage threshold you have to beat, but...
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
says
So it's got a damage threshold, but it should still have resistance
Big
and stuff, and immunities and things.
Where the hell did we find this?
Oh,
Objects
sure.
are immune to poison and psychic damage.
that makes sense.
Um,
I don't think they're resistant to anything else, which is a little odd.
you might decide that some damage types are more effective against a particular object or substance than others. For example, bludgeoning damage works for smashing things, but not for cutting through leather or rope.
yeah, it's generally it
Mhm.
seems like DM's rule.
Yeah. So for stone, you might say bludgeoning damage does normal, but piercing or slashing's resisted. It feels like it's
Yeah.
kind of for yourself to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The spell says it has AC 15, and then objects, it says stone objects have an AC of 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
Weird.
is interesting.
Anyway,
weak stone.
weak
Mm-hmm.
pebbles.
Hmm.
It's the grout, they're being stabbed by the grout.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's 17 points of damage plus.
Okay. I think doing it all at once is probably easier.
Yeah.
It would require me to have enough fucking dice.
Paper or cloth objects might be vulnerable to fire and lightning damage.
I love might.
A pick can chip away stone, but can't effectively cut down a tree. As always, use your best judgment.
Plus another 25 fire damage.
17 and 25, copy that. Anything else?
So that's 43?
42.
Yes, 42.
42 off of 74 is 32.
Yes.
Okay, the roof's holding steady
For now.
for now.
And that is the Pit Fiend's turn. It is now Polly.
I'm gonna go for the Pit Fiend.
Go, baby!
Stab it. Or, don't stab it, you have nothing to stab with.
Do you have
I do have a
your Guardian of Nature still up, by the way?
Yes.
So you're going to make this with advantage, aren't
Yes.
you? Cool, that's alright. I was about to ask,
Uh-huh.
can you flank with the Marilith?
Thank you for checking, but no, I'm good.
Sick.
Alex, I have enough speed to go there and back. Can I just leave myself where I am, and we can assume that I moved in and out again, or would you rather
Do you
that
take
I...
opportunity attack?
I will, but I'll take it at disadvantage, because I'm going to use.
I
my
will tell you right now,
gun.
nothing's got anything that would stop you, so
Okay.
you'll be able to do it. You might take a bit of damage from an opportunity attack, but
That's fine.
if you're fine with that.
Cool. Okay, so I am up in its melee. Rawr.
Roar!
And I'm going to
Was
make
it part of the thing's orders to opportunity attack?
2 attacks.
Yeah.
Thing got
I
told
thought
to
it
whale
was
in the box.
awaiting new orders.
Thank you.
You know that?
The Pit Fiend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I speak infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you stole it,
missed on
destroyed the
my
box.
first attack.
Oh no.
I think I did. I got 16.
No.
I didn't miss. Wow. Fantastic.
No.
But you said no.
None of your sorcery, no.
But I'm a druid. I'm not a sorcerer. Okay, let's try again. That's better. Let's ignore than that one. How about a 24?
Yes.
There it is.
Hell yeah.
That's much
I don't
better.
have my pen on me. That's
I
really
rolled 2 5s
You're
on
fine.
that first attack. That
You're
was
welcome.
what was going
Do you want
on.
to fetch your pen?
Okay, so all of this is magical. I have got 2d8 piercing, 1d6 lightning. I'm bypassing the poison. And we're not talking about that.
We're not
Immune to poison?
Immune to poison.
Immune to
Thank
poison.
you.
What is there any cold or
No,
fire?
Piercing and lightning and radiant.
Then you're good to go.
Oh, that's good. We've got 11 plus 8. Sorry, 19 plus 14 is 33.
Okay.
33 points of piercing, lightning, and radiant damage.
You smiting?
I don't think so. I'm not. I want to keep my spells. This guy is actually not really causing too much issue at the moment. So I'll move back. What do you think? Should I risk it for a biscuit and see if he might wallop me? But also,
He hits hard.
I'll just Bumblebee Rush because if somebody else comes to for me, I would rather they not attack with a flat roll. I would rather that be a disadvantage. So, so movement, action, bonus action is Bumblebee Rush.
Are we moving back out of its range?
Yes.
It will take a swipe at you with its
Okay,
claws.
cool. At disadvantage.
I think that's a miss on a 12.
Woo!
Yes.
Definitely a mess. What do you take me for?
Squishy Druid.
What do you take me for?
My AC is 18 at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I move back. I tuck myself in. This woman's a caster, and I would have spotted that Kai is behind me or below me.
Mm.
When's Kai in the initiative? Is it immediately after me or?
Oh no, not
Little
for.
bit.
16. Who's the caster?
It's you,
This chick.
Lena, Varro, Adolin, the
Is she?
Horde,
I thought
Kai.
they all were.
Have we seen the Erinyes cast spell?
Assume the commander cast.
Oh,
Oh,
she cast the spell magic.
Dispel magic, yeah.
I didn't, or I didn't realize I was the commander who did that.
Mhm.
So,
Have we seen this one cast a spell?
No.
No. Okay.
okay. Yeah. I think that I would rather. She probably doesn't know the Clifford's under there, so I would think I would rather actually go. Oops, Daisy. Go over here.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hello.
Buzz.
Like tuck myself in.
Underneath her.
Because I don't want an area of effect to get us both. That would be a bummer.
Yeah.
So, I'll leave that.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case it's the mages. They will get another tick.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Number
Oh,
3.
thank you for reminding me.
It's
Are
okay.
you going to keep my pen?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a pen.
Get another pen.
Right, sure.
Do you have a pen you like?
No, I don't care. It's a pen.
I won't.
We'll probably have to pause though because it's Varro next and we'll usually does Varro.
Run.
I can't hear what you say either.
I have no idea. He's just yelling.
He's singing a song.
Varro's going to use the oath bow to attack with advantage twice against the Pit Fiend as a sworn enemy. Here's a nice looking pen. Sorry, it was the first one I saw.
You look upset at this pen. And you're like, I don't have a specific favourite, but not this one.
Yeah.
I did have a favourite, but not this one.
Varro's got 150 foot range on the bow.
Yeah, I'm presuming he's
Where
doing
is
his
he
defense.
targeting?
He's nominated said
The
Pit
big
Fiend as
dude.
a sworn enemy, so he rolls with
Excellent.
advantage. Dude's looking pretty rough. at this
Yeah.
point.
Very well.
Come on, Varro. Let's go. He's only got a +6 to hit. Maybe. With a 22,
Yeah.
he gets one. And let's see if he gets one with the second attack. 2 17s. That's a 23.
Yeah.
So each of these is going to do an additional
Who's
3.
attacking?
The Pit Fiend.
Cool.
The problem Pit Fiend. If the attack hits your sworn enemy, takes an extra 3d6 piercing. So
Gorgeous.
he's going to do 2 of these. So he's going to do all this +2. That's beautiful. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's so easy too. Thank you. 20.
You're so fast at maths.
You can group it into
It's a
10s.
6 and a 4 and a 3 and a 7.
Yeah.
Apparently I haven't had enough coffee today yet. 22 on the first hit.
Okay.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Don't sound so indignant. I thought this guy was hurt.
Yeah, but he's a Pit Fiend.
11.
11 plus another 2 is 13.
Okay.
11.
As Varro gets off 2 lovely hits with the oath bow,
Okay.
zipping around on Belinda, and ducks back in. How's
Whee!
Pit Fiend looking now?
Ralph?
Still up.
Give me more than that, come on.
Shut up.
I don't want the Marilith to get the killing blow.
Is he
Varro get
staying
it.
here? That would be so funny. Please, please get the Marilith have the. Please get the Marilith get the killing blow and get all the XP for the kill, and then level up to level 5 before our eyes. That'd be so.
Challenge
That'd be
rating
so
22. Ah! Gross huge.
Mega Marilith! Go!
Do
She
you
grows
want
2 more
Pharaoh where
arms.
he is?
I mean, he's
Oh my
kind
God,
of.
yeah. With
he-
like extra scimitars.
He effectively just
Extra blend.
flies out, fires a couple of shots down the street, and then
Yeah.
ducks back into an alleyway on
That
Belinda.
makes sense.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's now Adolin then.
Can Adolin infer anything about devil command structure from watching these two defer to Glazia?
What have you inferred yourself as a player?
As a player, we've previously seen this one, who looks to be like the ranking devil on the field, but was taking orders from an Erinyes, and even like swooped into the fray to lift her out after she got fucked up. Now that she's dead, he's looking to Glazia for leadership, implying that Glazia is in charge.
Mm-hmm. Do we know who that is next to her?
Her bodyguard.
You have never seen this individual before.
Okay.
No. I don't think it's a hard thing to suggest that it's perhaps her muscle, but there's nothing that says like, "Hi, I'm Scott. I do this."
Scott.
I'm the intern.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's beefy. He's got a horrible-looking weapon. He is scowling down at the field, kind of thing.
Cool.
Does he look like he wants to be in the fight?
He looks very unhappy.
I'm unhappy.
But he's not being
He's actually a
involved.
pacifist.
he's her accountant.
So, oh my god, the
amount we're gonna
the
pay
amount of
out
payments
is-
we're going to have to make for
We
all
can't
dead
cover
devils
all
here
of
to
their
the
health
families.
insurance.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is if you kill him, then.
Yeah. Well, then you have to pay life insurance.
Killing leaders is definitely a good way to sow chaos on the battlefield. Glazia,
So you're going to kill Glacia.
hey, you know she's a bit of a problem. Happy International Women's Day to Glazia, the bossest bitch that ever was. 320 feet. Is that ruler kicking around somewhere?
There's a wee one.
She been there's a foot.
Is that really? I was gonna say. I thought
That's the only one I've seen.
that's so funny.
Little baby
Dinky
one.
one.
When you picked that up, I thought it was this one. I was like, did it shrink before my very eyes?
1,
I snapped it.
2, 3. Would you say she'd be like just within the edge of the table?
Who? What?
Glazia?
Glazia.
No, she's probably a little bit better.
Okay.
Alas.
Alas, outside of maximum range of a crossbow. Shame.
I think it's for the best you don't try and shoot her.
I just want to keep trying to interrupt this fight is all.
I
Kill-
mean, our end goal is for the ritual to continue. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
That-
all
that's
we need
it.
to pay attention to.
And the biggest threat to that at the moment is this Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
Okay then. How about could Adolin possibly predict if this Pit Fiend was to go down on an attack now? Where are these demons likely to go next?
Ooh.
Where do you think you're
I'm
going to go?
so shocked.
I think the little ones are just going to keep swarming forward. I don't think they've got the wherewithal to know that this is a bok we care about. And I think the demons are going to try and start climbing the walls to get to the devils, probably. Does that sound reasonable? Can I roll for it?
Yeah. You've seen Marilith teleport, so.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, okay. Cool, okay, I'm just going to make a couple of attacks against the Pit Fiend then.
Okay.
Because it's looking rough.
Yeah.
It's looking rough.
Rough.
It's looking rough.
Clifford approved.
Clifford approved. I think I'm still concentrating on.
Yeah, you can't see him. There is a dog in this building.
Yeah, he's the ghostly dog.
He's tucked away.
He's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm still concentrating on Zephyr Strike from last turn. Oh, I'd have used the damage on that for sure. Okay, gonna recast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Boop. And use the advantage from it on this hit. So on this hit, calling the shot. I'm gonna hit. Nat 19.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna see if this second one hits. That's 16 for a 28.
That hits.
Okay, sick.
The fact that Alex waited was like, hang on, we don't know what the modifier is.
We don't know.
We don't know. It could be.
It could be
two.
-2.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
Just been rolling 34s this whole time.
34.
On your D20.
And an extra D8 for Zephyr Strike. So this is weapon damage favored foe and weapon damage favored foe and Zephyr Strike. Ooh, come on, tablet. Boop. For a total of 20 damage on the first hit. And on the second, I don't think I can do anything else to crank this. Oh, could he make a, what was it, Constitution save?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
I'm guessing this isn't against a spell or anything.
no, this is the thing that can restrain it. This is the thing that dropped that Erinyes the first time.
I've got an 18.
Ah, shit, it's a 16. Needs to be 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And another con save.
Okay. Better.
Nah, fair enough. Okay. And then I think Adolin asks up the bond, like, where's good to get to? Like, if this Pit Fiend's on his last legs, where do I want to be? To the party. Because I think I might try and get over to this Erinyes. Get up in her business.
Yeah, I think so. This big motherfucker, he's a problem. But I don't think he's a problem, in disrespect, that is worth tackling right now. Because if you engage him, he's going to absolutely flatten you.
Oh, he's going to kill me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he seems like more of a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
But you could probably take her.
Yeah.
Her. Yeah.
She's not been hit much yet, has she?
She's hit once, maybe. I think it was by you earlier.
I think she's been hit about 3 times, but it's not been a huge amount of damage.
Yeah. In which case, is actually going to hide a better idea.
Ooh.
And just getting out of danger.
That's a good idea. Where are you at the moment?
I'm up here and I've got 70 feet. Which is like one and a bit of these.
You duck down behind the wall.
This wall?
Yeah.
Could do,
Kind of
yeah.
the opposite direction you want to go, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to...
I'll be close enough to get involved, but not too close, right?
Hide behind this guy.
Yeah,
Like
do you
the
like what,
base
like
of it?
down here?
Yeah. These guys
You
would
said
notice
none
you,
of
but
them are
they're dumb as
humanoid, yes?
fuck already, so.
No, they don't classify as humanoids. In
Um,
this
That over there. Thank you.
That's what you did last session, too.
Yes.
I think he's going to go and...
I think they all classify as fiends.
Even if you were on that ledge, I don't know if she'd be able to see you if you were right up against the wall.
Or monsters, if the term is more generic.
I think he's going to swoop down and around, and he's going to pitch up just at the corner here
Oh, that's clever.
to try and like keep line of sight on the Pit Fiend,
Uh-huh.
and keep an eye on what's going on up there, but just enough cover from above that
Nice.
she can't see him.
Sounds good.
Smart.
Okay, that's where.
Okay. It's going to be the Marileth next.
Go swing!
The blender is going to activate.
Happy International Women's Day. Kill it.
It's not International
It
Women's
is International
It
Women's Day.
Is
is.
it?
Oh shit, okay.
Oh.
I thought you were just being weird.
A little bit, but
Not even making a joke, just
One of my
weird.
fun pranks is just to say that it's International Women's Day.
Is that why I don't believe it's International Women's Day? Because
No,
you've been
it
saying
really
it too
is.
much.
No,
Okay.
it really is.
Okay.
how to make somebody believe it's not International Women's Day is by telling them it is.
By continuously telling them.
Listen, in my heart, every day is International Women's Day. Damn. You made a very funny face.
I just remembered it was a Glasgow or Strathclyde? Glasgow Uni? I don't remember. One of them. We had cheer practice on International Women's Day and our practice got cancelled because they were giving talks. It's the largest all-female sports team in the uni and they cancelled our practice on International Women's Day.
Very rude.
Somebody should have thought that one.
Oh dear.
Right to the paper with that one.
The thought process was there, it just didn't make it to the end, did it?
Yeah.
Was the talk about how much the uni is
I don't
doing
know.
for International Women's Day?
We didn't go to the talk. We had to go to a private practice gym thing that we had to pay for.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the Marilith is going to take its multi-attacks against the Pit Fiend.
Let's go. Blend it.
Kill him.
Roll them all, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, it'd have been so funny if I stuck around in a flanking position for this.
You're like, I assist you!
Just in a piss of like, get him!
I don't think.
We skipped Lena.
Oh.
no, no, she got moved. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I have my little arrow that tells
It's
me.
fine.
Shame.
She can go after
We'll
the
go for-
Marilith this one
and
time.
then we'll put her into the proper order.
I was just going to be like, she maintains concentration. Can she give someone a help action?
She can give Varro a help action. I think that's the only person that she can. Because Varro's the only one that's like ducking in close to her.
Cool.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. 2 hits for the Marilith. On its attacks.
Wicked. Let's go.
I haven't set out all the dice for this. This is very bad of me as well.
Slice and dice.
Okay.
Can you read what their username is? I can't read the red on black.
You really, that eye test came not a moment too soon. Malcara Darkwell. That's a cool ass name.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can read the white on black, just specifically not red.
Sounds
So
like
the
a
Marilith
proper
is like
D&D
reaching up
character.
and it takes like 2
Good name.
like quick swipes that actually like connect. The rest are like clinking off the side of the box, or the Pit Fiend like parries one of them as these swords come flying in left and right. But it gets caught by 2 of these that rip through it. It is still standing.
No.
But the Marilith is like hissing up at it. It's now the horde of things.
Or Lena's.
Okay.
What?
Or Lena's.
Or Lena's?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, cool. Yes.
I think you have a vendetta
I mean-
against this woman.
No, I've just forgotten.
And on
about it.
International Women's
How
Day.
dare you?
So Lena's just taking
She
the help
maintains
action.
concentration on the wall of stone.
And
She
takes the
gives
help
help action to who's near her.
Varro.
Do they have to be near her if we have the mental,
Yes.
telepathic?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
the
Yeah.
Varro.
reaction.
The reaction, like, assist in their attack is
Okay.
different. But she has spells, right? She can do some shit.
If you wanted
She's-
help action, all that,
Pardon?
you can take the help action, or you can like do something as like a spell.
Were we not wanting her to like not draw attention to herself though? That's why she's out of the way.
Yeah, so
And throwing a spell from somewhere.
but some of her
Well-
spells I don't think are going to be lobbied. They just appear. No? Did we not talk about this last time?
I think there's only 2 that you can do from afar, and both of them are like.
Yeah, she doesn't have a huge amount of useful stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Magic
we're
missile.
quite. Magic missile will be good,
Mm.
Yeah.
especially if something's concentrating. But fireball, I imagine most of this is immune to fire.
Yes.
I mean, I think maybe we said this last session, but
Mm.
she's so far away now that it's
Yeah.
not really an issue if people notice where she is.
Helping Varro is
Helping
is something.
Varro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think she would have to come closer to use any of her useful spells. Which defeats the point. that's actually a good range. Maybe next time. Do you want a hand moving them all?
Leave her.
Do you want us to get the ones on this side?
There.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to move to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to get to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're going to get to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get to there.
Jeez, oh, maybe I'll change my plan.
Whee!
Okay, so that guy didn't have to dash, so he gets an attack against them. At disadvantage.
Attack against the...
The Pit Fiend.
The big dude.
Oh, cool.
And
Yeah,
he's
he's like
going to
swiping
kill
up at him.
Let's go.
It's a disadvantage.
Go, little guy.
It's definitely a miss.
Boo.
Did the one on the other side have to dash?
Yes.
That's a shame. Would he be flanking with the Marolith had he not? Just for funsies.
I'm not entirely sure they're intelligent enough to like take advantage. Like, I think they can give advantage because they are a distraction, but I am not sure they're intelligent enough to be able to take
Take advantage of the advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one. Flanking kind of thing.
Understandable.
Yeah, and these two, I think, had a really good line of sight on you, so they're just like slowly waddling towards you.
Hello.
Oh no.
That's not going to be
My
good
death
for
is slowly
us.
rumbling towards me.
Yeah.
You're very
Punch them
slow
in the
death.
face and they'll die. Just punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Kai, it's your turn.
Hello.
They're nicely lined up. Adolin probably thinks like one good piercing shot will just go right through them.
Just, they're so slow, I can take my time.
Just lumber towards it.
Well, they had to dash to get to there, and they weren't exactly far from there to begin with.
You
All of
fire
their
and
stomachs
they
are
split
falling out.
trips
They
and
need
just-
to hold in their organs.
So they need to be slow so they don't lose more.
Going for the Pit Fiend, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I throw a star at I peek out from behind the wall and I throw a star at it.
Oh,
Let's go.
Peekaboo.
Go for it.
Who's after you in initiative?
Clifford.
Clifford gives the help action.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
thank
roll
you,
with
Clifford.
advantage.
Does Clifford have line of sight currently?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
for
does.
sure.
We're stood making eye contact on opposite sides of the battlefield.
Not solidly.
He sat looking at you being like,
Cool, I'm going to take the 16 and not the nat one.
yeah, yeah.
Whee!
So 27 to hit. Lovely.
Yay.
And then I think it's
16 to 27 on your spells.
That's 11.
It's amazing, I love it.
4 d12s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's your fan.
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
10, 18, 24 radiant damage.
24 radiant.
Let's go.
Very nice.
Yes.
So this like
Take it off the field.
this
Take
like
it off the field.
star like whips round the corner, I imagine, as Kai like steps out and expert
Frisbee.
frisbees it
Nice.
and
Decapitate.
smashes into the side of this Pit Fiend. And I think you see this horrific crunch as its rib cage like
Oh.
implodes.
If you say it's
Impulse.
still up, I'm going to kick your ass.
Pardon?
if she says it's still up.
Oh, right.
As this like star like rips through it and you can see it go and it slumps
Does it fall?
away
Yes.
from you. It is
Does
then
it
going
fall
to
on the
immediately
horde?
crash
Yes.
a large
The horde.
percentage of the horde that dashed to get
Yay.
there. So I am going to take that one off the board and stick to you.
That's so
over.
funny. I like that their
Oh.
horns are going to impale it a little bit as it falls on
I'm going to
them.
immediately take that bunch away as it sort of
Flattens.
slumps down
So
here.
funny.
They
Lovely.
tried so hard.
Aww, they took like 4 rounds to get there. They did nothing.
Yeah,
They tried so hard
they tried so hard.
to get so far.
That's so
But in the end,
It's
it
not even
didn't
that
nice.
far.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Kai, because that's your bonus action, isn't it?
Was it? Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it is, isn't it?
Oh yes, that on a bonus action to
That's so chill.
Oh wow,
You're
I have an
oh,
action still.
Wow. Huh.
I thought that was an action.
Impeccable.
I'm assuming I can't do a spell and also that, can I?
No, you can.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, that was
Because
pre
you cast that spell on a
Yes, so
previous turn.
yes, I did. I did.
So
Oh.
it doesn't count as towards like your limit of 1 leveled spell.
Cool. Who are we feeling?
Do the demon?
Yeah.
Do the demons show any interest at all in the box?
They have not yet.
Hmm.
Like, the Marilith and the Glabrezu have been up against the box for some, like, a couple of rounds, I think, and they have, like, done nothing.
Yeah, I feel like they were fighting
It's
the Pit
been more
Fiend,
like
not-
terrain to them, and
Yeah.
the Horde doesn't
Don't
seem to understand anything.
They don't know anything at all,
And
ever.
these two are stopped. They're both looking at Glazia.
They are glancing between Glazia and, like, the scene,
Okay,
essentially. They're sort of,
right.
like, keeping an eye
Yeah.
on things and, like, looking up to wait for, like, an order kind of thing.
Right.
Can you see the Erinyes from your position?
Yes.
I think so.
I think she might
Well,
be
I
the
can
one to
see
go
me
for
from the Erinyes, so I assume.
Yeah, that's fair.
it. Yeah, that checks out. My
Yeah,
line of sight
yeah.
still checks out.
Just over 30 feet is my estimation.
Yeah. Across the street.
Have they been hit by any
Yes.
spells?
Oh, I don't know for sure. I know they've been hit by
it was
attacks.
a good few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
Is this about whether they've got magic resistance?
Yeah, because that guy had advantage.
Yeah. You've targeted a couple of them with Dissonant Whispers or something before, and I think they've had. I think it was the Pit Fiend primarily though.
Yeah. Where'd the ruler go? Oh,
Oh,
there.
there.
Thank
Is
you.
there rubber? Also, bananas. Banana.
Banana? I'm good, thanks. I don't remember the scale. It's 12
1
inches.
inch is 1
60
square.
feet. Yeah,
Oh,
5
perfect.
feet to an inch to a square.
Dissonant Whispers, just see what happens?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The one that makes them retreat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. Can they make a
Make
wisdom
her fall off
save?
the roof.
Well, she's got wings, so.
Fall off the roof. Land next to Adolin.
I've got a dirty 20.
Oh.
Ooh.
But did we hear her roll with advantage?
That did. I don't know.
I
Was that
think-
two
I
dice?
wasn't paying attention.
No. Anyway, yeah, it was a 19 to save, so.
Okay. Is
Damn
there
it.
anything
Half
happening?
damage?
On a successful save, they take half damage, yes.
Yay!
1, 2, 3. Ooh. 14 half to 7 psychic.
7 seconds.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Anything else, Kai? No.
Perfect.
Enough of that.
Tucked in.
I'm done.
Awesome. In which case we are to the armoured Pit Fiend,
Oops.
who is going to hold his action.
Oh.
And he would continuously, like, he's surveying the battlefield, looking up at Glazia. Surveying the battlefield, looking up at Glazia.
See, just before Adolin ducked down the building there,
Yo.
so he's not seen what Glazia's done for the last few turns, but had she visibly done anything to indicate she was like giving orders before he ducked out?
We can just ask her.
Yeah, literally. she's in our telepathic bond. She's eavesdropping. You've invited her in once before.
Yeah, but now she's like actively hostile. I don't know. Does one of you want to ask her?
She's not actively hostile. I mean, credit to her. Like, just because she's watching and these guys seem to be waiting for her input.
Yeah, they're waiting for her orders that she's not given.
We've actually not seen her give any orders, have we?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's your game?
It's not your turn.
No.
Can Clifford ask?
It is now Clifford's turn. Do you think Clifford would, or do you think Clifford would like leave that to
I
you?
don't think
I don't think
Clifford
Clifford would.
can speak to her.
Woof.
No, Clifford can. He's in the telepathic
Oh,
bond.
so he is.
But remember when Alex RP'd that for us, and I don't think that would be a way
No.
to win Glacia's favour.
Release the puppy!
As much as I want to hear Alex RP a conversation between the two of them, I don't think that's the way to go. I forgot to have Clifford's thingami up. I apologise. But he will, I guess, do what he did last time. He doesn't. He doesn't know any. Well, I was going to say he doesn't know any better than to just fight what's in front of him. He knows better, but if we tell him better.
Because you've got the telepathic bond, you can direct him.
Yeah.
as
He
such.
knows what's
So
up.
I think maybe
It's-
getting him to delay might be.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's either that or just engage these guys, and I don't want us to be drawing their aggression at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can he delay?
Do you want to
His
delay or
combat
hold
is-
an action?
I think delay.
Okay. What is the trigger?
There's no trigger for a delay.
I think you can delay.
Holding an action is
That's
like,
a
I
trigger.
will do the thing when this happens. Delaying your initiative is just, okay, I'll slot myself in here. I would like to go
Yeah.
now. I have an idea.
Oh.
That's what Lena did.
Yeah, that's why Lena's after Polly, because she
Ah,
delayed
okay.
her turn just
My
to...
apologies.
Yeah.
I thought there was
No,
a trigger.
it's totally fine. I think the delay, honestly, is a little bit of a kind of like so action in D&D generally, so it's already been very nice of you to be like, yeah, it's cool.
The Glabrezu does go immediately next, so we don't even have to delay that long to see
Yeah.
what's about to happen and where to go.
It would be very
Yeah.
funny.
If we all just end up standing around this box waiting for somebody else to do
We're like,
something.
well, a minute passes.
Next
the
we
ritual's
stand off,
and
everybody's
then
waiting.
there's a big crunch of a noise and the chain just goes alright, pack it in,
You
boys.
see the
Time to
mages
go
just sit
home.
there and be like,
I think we did it!
We just leave them in the box.
Funny.
they're like, we're running out of air! They will technically run out of air after some time, but I
Yes.
feel like it's
A
significantly
minute. It's a
after the
large
minute.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus like we've made some there's a chain going through the entire fucking box. Like it can't be a completely like
It's lovely and
Seal.
snug and sealed. There's
Like-
grouting. It's lovely.
around the chain.
Yeah.
That's so funny because that means that once they finish the ritual, the chain's not gonna move.
It might like rip through
the
the
chain's
box.
stuck
Yeah.
into place. God.
It might just mean that face of it gets torn off as the thing
Imagine
comes.
if the entire box goes though, and they just get dragged with it.
The box doesn't have a floor, but we only built 4 sides and a roof.
So we need a slide.
If it tips, they'll get released. But if it just slides, they'll just be like, ah!
Lena's
getting
gonna have to be
dragged along.
so quick on the dispel, otherwise they're going right off the edge. That's so funny. I didn't even think
Not even
about
a
that.
dispel, just a drop concentration.
Yeah.
Just a.
Absolutely. That's so funny. Cut it out. Yeah, I do think that Clifford's going to delay, so that was a very easy
Yeah,
turn.
okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
It is going to be the Glabrezu then. The Glabrezu is going to look around briefly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to see Clifford and move up to Clifford.
Yeah, very
That's fair.
Because
That's
I think
fine.
Clifford is the only available target for him.
Where would you like him to be?
Just in front of Clifford, please.
There?
Mm-hmm.
Is that in full squares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
That's-
They're both,
That's, he could be there, but then there's kind of wall in the way.
they're both
Yeah,
beefy
there's
dudes.
none of them not
Mhm.
wall section. Awesome. And then he's going to start attacking Clifford.
Boo.
Oh no!
Gets 4 attacks.
Disadvantage
4 attacks.
at
Oh,
the
yeah.
Wow.
moment.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
disadvantage until he's hit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, so first attack is a 13.
Miss.
Miss, okay. Second attack
Oh.
is a 19.
That hits, unfortunately.
How is Clifford for health?
I mean, it's 59 out of 65.
Okay. Can I get him to make a so he can make an acrobatics or an athletics check, DC 15, to try and escape a grapple as this pincer comes in.
Wiggle.
Okay.
Or teleport.
No, he's immune to grapple.
Is he immune to grapple? Gareth?
Yeah, because he's in mistral
he's
form.
free.
Awesome, then he does not have to make that.
Good spot. Holy shit.
Thank you.
He
Mm-hmm.
will take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as that pincer snips in.
Ow.
And then it's going to like deploy its tiny little fists and punch him.
Punch. Those little fists.
First attack, that's going to hit on a 24.
Yeah.
The second one is a 14.
Miss.
Okay, so 1 hit there. Oh, God. Can't find the dice. There. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's not that much.
From the little fist.
It comes in like smacks him in the snoz a little bit.
Okay.
Where did the design for this creature come from?
I don't
It's
know. It's
so
utterly
ridiculous.
bonkers. It's got these 2 massive pincers that it's meant to like grab stuff with, and then pummel it with its tiny fists underneath. That is the entire design of this creature, and I'm like, sorry.
That is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Um,
Clifford will go after this.
Okay, cool.
He'll leave.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, they just sort of switched over. Okay, cool. So that is the end of the Glabrezu's turn. He can go now if he likes.
He will bite twice and then bamf away.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Munch munch.
So it's just a flat roll.
I think so. There's no flanking. There's no
I don't-
disadvantage.
And there's no pack near him,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
that's fine. Just okay. So I'll just roll these
His
together.
pack is not nearby.
They're nearby, just not
he hits with one.
near.
That's a 25.
Yes.
Nice.
And then it is 3d6 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
One
wow.
Hell
actually
yeah.
in a square.
16 plus.
There we go.
That's 22 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And
okay.
if this guy can make a strength save. Oh
Straight.
shit, I should
Should've done them in order,
I should have
yeah.
done them in order. Fuck.
Mm.
In order?
If the first hit had knocked him prone, you would have advantage on the second.
Yeah.
I think it's a save. Strength save, you said?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 24.
Okay.
Hmm.
Generally I roll this die first anyway, so and that was the one that rolled before, so not missing out on anything. Cool. Okay. So he'll I'm gonna move you out of the way just for a second.
Good.
He's gonna, because he's Mistral, so he can kind of like slip around the edge.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, he can move through
he
objects.
has a line
some
of sight. He's gonna just bamf up here.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you were like, let's not group together in case of area effects?
I know,
And now
but
all
she's-
3 of you are here.
But she's right there. Like, I do feel like an area effect would fuck her over as well. Like, it's less of a problem. He could go elsewhere, but I think that this is okay for just now.
Mm.
Okay.
He might end up on the roof. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Yep,
Now it is her.
that's it.
Oh, good.
All good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. It is the Erinyes then.
Oakley dokley.
She does quite easily spot all of you sort of gathering up beneath
But we
her.
haven't her yet.
And like eyes you through the roof slats a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wave.
Holds for orders.
You can see that she looks down at the field and looks at all of you lot. She's gonna take off and she's gonna move.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, can I get you to move your water? Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna
Sorry.
take that over. I am a clumsy puppy. And she is just going
I think
to
you're a human.
No, I am a puppy. And she's going to fly over here.
God damn it, we worked so hard to get over here. Actually, that's exactly where her commander died. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
And she
You're
doesn't
next.
take any further actions.
In the initiative, not to die.
You're next.
I realised after I said it
Oh,
how
because I
threatening that was.
yeah, I was really concerned. I was like,
I just
don't
meant
know.
like it's your go.
We're supposed to be
After
on the
she's
same
finished, I was
team.
like, be prepared.
I wasn't prepared. I was waiting for the dead guy to go, but I can see now my mistake.
So she isn't going to take any other actions that you can see.
You're on deck. That's a list.
So it is now you.
I'm going to use the telepathic bond.
Shut
I
up, if
think
he's
I
dead.
can see Glazia where I am now-ish. I can
Right.
fly
Where
up a
is
little bit.
Glazia? Because she's here.
Oh, so
but
her
we've been
mini
pointing
is there.
over
Okay,
here.
fine.
She is
Here.
like aim for the camera. That's roughly
Okay.
where she is.
Hi. So I'll fly up if I need to, just to kind of
Yeah, you'll
make
probably
some
need to
eye
clear a couple of
contact.
roofs. Yeah.
There's a nice little archway in like that end of the building.
I think
Yeah.
the next building would probably block because
Yeah. So I'll fly up, show off.
Do a
I
loop
look
loop.
weird as fuck right now, because like not only am I in my like radiant soul like Aasimar form, I've also got the Guardians of Nature up, which means that I look like
You flying tree.
I am a flying tree. Maybe like the wings are like branches. I am absolutely surrounded by bees.
The tree doesn't have bumblebee wings still?
I don't know.
Do you want it to?
honestly, nobody can tell because there's too many bees in the way. There is
This
like
mass
You're
flies
filled with
up.
bees.
the bag of bees is now like through the Guardian of Nature thing like fused to my body as a hive,
Oh.
just hanging off a branch. And yeah, again, I'm making this as horrific for all of you as I can. So
Why?
yeah.
Why must you?
Still not putting bees in our ears.
Oh
There's
god,
something.
that was
See,
the worst.
silver linings.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'll say I'll just kind of like use the telepathic bond, knowing that she's eavesdropping at all times, and be like, as lovely as it is to see you again, can you explain what's going on?
That's much more
Are
eloquent
you in
than I
charge of
would
these
have
guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think you would have immediately feel like a response in that, in terms of like another mind like pushes into your telepathic bonds.
Yeah.
Like there isn't like even like, do you know how I described it before? Of there was like minds pressing up against it, and you felt like kind of almost claustrophobic in it. She doesn't seem to have that problem. She just pushes in. There was like
there was
no
a
barrier.
weird like it was a save for Adolin, but I suppose she's already got the key. She's been in
A
already.
little bit, yeah. Like she's already been invited in, so there is nothing to stop her.
You're such a wingman.
You're welcome.
Wing.
And
Nice.
like this
Wing
very
back.
like recognizable presence mind of Glazia enters your group chat kind of thing.
Glazia has entered the chat.
Yes.
She starts spamming memes.
Gifts. Fucking gifts.
You asked her to explain what was going on.
Yeah, I asked what she was doing
What's
here.
happening?
You asked her what she was doing here.
Yeah.
She would say, "Well, I'm watching the spectacle, of course."
Okay, to what end? Do you mind if it seems like at least 2 of your people are still standing? Do you mind if we kill them? Or
My people.
correct me if I'm mistaken.
What makes you think they're mine?
Seems like they're waiting for some sort of green light from you before proceeding with their plans.
Certainly looks like they're waiting for something.
Okay.
Just yell over to them who's
Can
giving
I
orders.
roll like an insight to
Yeah.
see if she's implying that there's someone else
Yeah,
coming?
go for it.
Okay. Who has
Insight?
proficiency in insight?
Oh, I don't.
Go, roll the
Thank
damage.
you. It's not. It's
There's a
deeply
whole building in the
average.
way I can't see.
Whoops, we rolled a 1 on our authentication check. Don't mock me out, I swear to God.
Oh my god.
I think that my modifier is either 8 or 9, but I might be lying, so let me check.
What did you get on the die?
10. So it's just my passive, but I know my passive is good.
What's her passive?
Okay.
I used to like keep track of that, and then I got really stuck
19.
with keeping up with
It's
it.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, a 19. I think with a 19, like she is an incredibly evasive individual. So she is obviously like hiding a lot. Specifically,
That's fine, I know her kind of well.
yeah. I mean, I'm happy for you to make inferences as an individual, like as the player kind of thing, and like work off those if you like, and I can give you a nudge in the right direction, essentially. So you suggested that she might be suggesting that there's another player involved, kind of thing. I don't think that's a ridiculous idea. Like,
Okay.
you know fine well there's a lot of factions here.
Yeah.
It might simply be that they are looking to her because she is currently the highest ranking devil here, and their current commander is dead.
Right.
I think Adolin's point of, and can you stop leaning in front of Rosie for me? Adolin's point that the Pit Fiends are taking orders from somebody that they wouldn't normally take orders from. That's quite odd.
Yeah.
And that Pit Fiend in particular's behaviour is odd. In particular because the Erinyes never gave her any orders.
The Erinyes being the commander.
The commander that was
never
not
gave the Pit Fiend
never
any
gave that one
orders.
any orders.
But this one dived in to pluck it out of danger as well.
That he did. There seems to be a strange dynamic at play there, and I'm not sure Glazia is giving you enough information for you to, for me to like outwardly tell you anything.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that perhaps that re-evaluation of the facts has maybe sparked a few things.
I'll say to her, I'll be like, I understand that you're not here to cheer on us as the winning side necessarily, but I imagine it's not going to be deeply inconvenient to you if these 2 were to be taken out.
Of course not.
Cool, we can
You
kill
wanna
them.
play, you have fun.
And can I expect somebody else to be pretty pissed if we do this?
Oh, I'm sure somebody will be angry, yeah.
At the very least, them.
Very least them. Cool. Well, it seems like this is going to be happening. I bet it's this motherfucker that's going to come for us afterwards. But, like, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
I'll die of excitement if a Balor arrives on the field.
Would be rad.
It's my favourite monster.
Would be very cool.
Not quite as many abs as the Marilith.
No, but still
I mean,
a
that's
lot
a
of
high
abs.
Look
bar.
at the definition.
Yeah. He has not had a glass of water in days.
Well,
It's hard
there
to
is no
find
water
in
in
hell,
Adolin,
yeah.
so
That quite stands.
See the size of the neck muscle as well.
Yeah.
Hold up the horns.
they are at least as thick as some PCs like necks and heads and stuff, which is really, really concerning.
Okay. Okay, I'll finish up my chat with her by saying, like, for old time's sake, if you feel like giving us a heads up about anything else coming around the corner, I'll leave that to your discretion.
Do you have anything to give me for that?
I think I already did. I'm just gonna stop it there. I'm gonna wail on this girl here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll fly up. Whee!
Bibbidi-bib-bidim.
I'm just gonna put
Don't know
myself
where the blue
here
tack is.
just because I don't want to fall.
Mhm.
Push
her off the roof.
Nah. Well.
Kick her in the back.
I mean, I've asked this before when the last chick was here. It's a weird sense of deja vu. But is she perched there? Or
She is actually
flying?
perched. Yeah.
Interesting.
She is stopped.
Okay, that's good to know actually. Sweet. Okay, I am gonna attack her twice.
Nice.
First hit. Nat 19.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Very definite yes.
Okay. So same as before. We've got 2d8, 1d6. Missing out the poison. That's 12. 20 plus. So that's 34 points of piercing, lightning, and radiant.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. Can she make a strength save?
Yeah, sure. Is this against a spell or anything?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember the DC, so you just roll it and bear with.
Yeah. I can tell you that's probably a pass.
What is it?
23.
Fuck. Damn. Okay. What were you gonna say there? Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll wait till the end of your turn.
Okay. That would have been really cool. I could have got my bees to push her off.
That would have been sick.
I know. With the DC 7.
I think I'm trying something similar on my turn.
Pardon?
Killed by bees.
Yeah. Killer bees, but not in the way you'd expect.
They don't sting you to death. They push you off rooftops.
Okay, I'll roll to hit again. 16 plus stuff.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, that's pitiful.
Oh no.
7, 15. Yeah, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Underwhelming. Do you mind?
No. I don't. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. And then I'll. How many attacks did these guys have? She's wielding a bow at the moment, isn't she?
She does. She is.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in melee. I'm gonna go for a Bumblebee Rush,
Okay.
but I'll stay in melee. But my question, yeah, how many attacks do we recall these guys having? It was 2 or 3, wasn't it?
3.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe a mistake.
They're packing a sword of some kind,
Yes,
right?
they
as well.
do have a sword swung from the hip.
She can switch out pretty. It's an object interaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
To drop and then.
She's
Okay.
not holding a shield.
Maybe I should move then. Fuck.
So,
Kai, where did you go? You down there?
I'm down here.
it'll be leaner on deck as well,
Yes.
please. Followed
I'm thinking
by the
maybe
mages.
Endstone?
And the
No.
barrel.
Okay, cool. Then I'm
Yeah.
definitely
No,
moving.
it's the mages.
Oh
then
no, I
leaner,
can get both
then
of
barrel.
them and not you. That's what I was measuring.
Oh, I see.
I mean, if you want to die, I could shift it, but
Holly's blaze of glory.
Yeah. No, I will Bumblebee Rush and I'll fly. She's got like 50 feet, doesn't she?
You've seen her fly at least 50 feet.
So I'll go back kind of like
Okay.
where I was. In fact, I'll go even farther. I'll go like here.
Might want to deploy the blue
Help
tack.
me.
I don't know where the blue tack is.
Why did the person
There's a ward.
No hide.
Put me on
Central.
top of the whole thing.
I'll put it in the difficult terrain.
Now it really is difficult terrain. It's so sticky.
Oh, I'm stuck in this blue
I'm fairly
page.
sure that used to be something, and somebody mulched it.
It was one of these.
Oh no, it was the center of the gravity sinkhole, and all the bodies got shipped in and
That was
killed.
it.
Yeah.
And then the bodies made difficult terrain.
That's
It's just a pool of
So-
blood.
It's just a
guts,
mass
and
grave.
bones.
It's just
so.
gunk.
It's lots of these guys.
Yeah,
Big B
yeah,
is also
yeah.
in there.
Oh no!
God, rest his soul.
Oh
There's just
R.I.P.
one little wing stuck out the side.
R.I.B.
R.I.B.
Okay. In which case, it is then going to be the mages. So there's another tick to the ritual there.
Okay, I hate to be a goody two shoes, but she didn't make an attack of opportunity
She
when
did
I
not.
left. Oh,
No.
okay.
She has a bow out.
Okay, so she
Oh.
decided against it.
Well,
Cool.
she can't make an attack of opportunity with the bow.
She'd have
So is that-
disadvantage
is
and then
that
she
the-
can't do it.
She can't do an object interaction or a reaction.
I think, no, what I'm saying is she could attack with a bow in short and
No.
melee
And disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
I don't think you could do it. It was with
you
a
can
range
only
weapon.
do opportunity attacks with melee weapons.
Oh, I did forget that was a rule. That so rarely comes up. You're absolutely right.
And you can do it with melee spells if you've got Warcaster.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the only
Mhm.
exception to that.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So because she's got a bow, she's not allowed to wield it as a melee weapon. She is a ranged weapon.
What if
and
you got it
don't-
and just whack?
Doesn't not a thing in D&D.
Alright. Was that the mage's 5th round?
Fourth.
Oh,
4th.
Yes.
Fourth on the ritual. But you've
Fourth
got
now.
4 ticks on the ritual. You need
Lovely.
another 6. It is Lena.
Ice storm on these two? Ice storm on those two?
yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
Is Ice Storm concentration?
No.
Nope.
We've had
No,
that
it's
already
instantaneous.
once.
Okay.
It's combat, I think.
Cool.
They need to make a deck save.
Dex. Okay.
What is the DC?
Her DC isn't great.
14.
Okay, I've got a success from the Pit Fiend. A success
These puns are great.
from
Yeah.
the
Okay, they still take half damage.
Erinyes. What kind of damage?
It is 4d6 cold and then 2d8 bludgeoning.
Okay, the cold will be half.
Leaves people
Okay,
wondering what
I'll
this
do them.
are.
I'll do them separately.
Very good.
Inspiration for puns. We love it.
13.
Bring it
So-
back.
Okay, so 15, and then that's saved, so it becomes 7, and then they have resistance, so that becomes 3.
Yes.
Cool. And then 1, 2, and then 6 bludgeoning.
Down to
Half
3.
to 3.
So it's
Yes.
6 total.
Uh huh.
Cool.
And then this area,
Mm.
this circle is now difficult terrain.
Until the end of Lena's next turn.
Yes.
Cool.
Impeccable.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
She keeps concentrating.
And keeps concentrating.
Cylinder that kind of just encompasses the two of them.
20-foot radius.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful. It's then Varro.
Cool. Varro is going to pop out and take 2 shots. He cannot declare a new sworn enemy until the next dawn. So, pretty much spent for this fight.
Wait, you were here and then you make like a tree and leave.
Okay, that's good.
That is good. I like that one. Thank you.
Inspiration for me.
I think he sees Polly buzzing for the Erinyes, and he is going
People.
to
Good puns.
follow suit with his bow. 2 attacks.
Nice.
That's definitely a miss. And the second's a 22.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did I think you had advantage at the moment?
Sorry?
Why did I think you had advantage at the
You
moment?
used to because of the oath bow.
Yeah.
But he declared the sworn enemy and the sworn enemy is
Right, my bad.
Yes.
Okay.
And cannot declare a new one until tomorrow.
I it was also because I thought you were
Next
Adolin.
one.
This is Vero.
Ah,
This is
yes.
Varro.
I forgot.
7 points of damage to the Erinyes.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Ping.
How's she
Just
looking?
tell me when.
Not great. Okay. Is that Varro?
Is Varro?
Back in?
Yep.
Okay, Adolin.
You gotta stand up again.
Huh?
You stood up to play Vero and then you sat back down.
Stand back down
Makes you
again.
go.
Think about it. I'm going to stand back up.
Adelin's a more casual character.
Yeah.
He's absolutely not. I get very stressed when it comes to Adolin's turns.
Does Adolin wear shorts ever?
He's a Boy Scout,
mean,
of course he does.
You're so right.
That half play does look like it kind of leaves the knees exposed.
Yeah.
I imagine he wore shorts before he joined the Knight's Bash.
Aww.
Skipping down the road.
Skipping down the road. He worked on a farm.
Exactly. Little farm boy.
Boy.
I think he's a little bit worried about this talk of, something else might be coming and it might be worse, and he's giving orders to these two. So it would help to clear the field a little bit before that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what he'd like to do... What I'm thinking is bonus action dash, switch to sword and grappling bracer on the way, try and yank her off the roof and down to the Marilith for the Marilith to
Smart.
blend.
Yeah.
Okay. We're currently holding our crossbow.
Yeah, so just drops that.
Yeah.
The sword's less important, but we'll see what we can do. So with the dash, that's 8 feet of movement, which is... I'll figure that out. 1,
8
2...
squares. You mean.
No, 80 feet of movement
80
with a dash.
feet. Sorry.
Yes.
I thought you said 8 feet, and I was
Sorry.
like, sorry?
16 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 40, 50, and I need to get to about 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can hit her with the grappling bracer from... No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. There. He's sort of like swinging out and up. It's got a range of 20 feet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 laterally, and she's kind of in that square.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So, attack action. Try
Can you
it.
check the height of that building for me?
Oh, that's true.
I can do...
No.
Where's the other one? There it is.
The intention will be grapple her
8 inches. So 40.
40.
40 feet.
But
It's
he
40 feet
flies.
high.
It's 4 foot high.
Yeah.
So Adolin's taken...
Imagine him elevated.
So you have to be 20 feet up.
Yeah, he's 20 feet
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
He's
Yes,
just not-
there would be one of these in here. Wherever it was. So
One square back.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
There you
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's used 50 feet so far to get to there. And on the way past the Marilith, he shouts down in Abyssal, here, I'll pass you a new one.
Okay.
You really have, turned into a little demon boy.
He's just playing the board in front of him.
Yeah.
The demons are unwittingly helping us in this. So can she please make an athletics or acrobatics check?
The Erinyes.
The Erinyes.
Yes. Okay.
That's a DC...
Oh,
I think it's DC
I did that with
18.
my mind.
Okay.
Just prefer-
Okay, I got a 15 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to make that. I'm afraid.
Okay. I don't know if this is worth a silvery barbs or... Do you have a silvery barbs or cutting words or anything? Whereabouts are you actually?
I can't.
You can't see them.
I can't see you.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
of this.
Alas.
Oh, that's fair.
Alas and alack.
Okay, second thing, just going to do exactly the same.
Yep.
I'm
Okay,
trying.
so
You got this.
I do the same again.
Yep,
But this time
Another-
you roll 2.
DC 18 grapple check.
Ooh, that is a 17.
Nice.
Okay.
Grab.
Yep.
Now I'm going to try and pull her off the roof.
Okay.
Contested athletics check.
Tested athletics.
Can somebody's reaction help me with
Sorry for
this?
attacks, I'm sorry.
Okie dokie.
I could check, but I'm 99% sure it's for...
That's fair enough. So yeah, she's medium, so I can try and pull her
Yeah.
off the roof with
That
a contested
sounds
athletics check.
Okay.
When a linked creature
Uh,
makes an
And this will just kind of be off the roof and try and pull her towards the Marilith, so I dump her on the ground.
Okay.
Get these wedding dice for us. Athletics. I do have a plus 14
Nice.
for this. Come on. Nat 19.
Okay.
33
Amazing.
She got an 18
Woo!
total.
total. So you pull her in, and then I guess dump her.
And dump her at the ground.
So she
That's
takes
a
all
40
damage.
feet fall.
She will take full. She will. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's being yanked off the top of a
Are
building.
you releasing her as she gets to the bottom, I presume?
No, I'll keep the grapple on until she hits the ground.
But it
Take
doesn't
full
matter
damage.
because it's 20 up and 20 down, so like she's going to hit the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm happy with the fact that she's just fallen 40 feet, so she's taking 46 fall damage.
Nice.
That's
Her
fine.
back there.
But are you continuing to keep her grappled once she's hit the ground?
I'm probably going to take cover from this Pit Fiend that's going to kick my ass in a minute.
Okay, so yes.
Grappled long enough to hit the ground,
Yeah,
then I release it and fly away.
yeah, that's cool. So she will take 46 full damage. Okay.
Okay, that's 50.
And she is prone on the floor now.
She's prone on the floor, takes the damage. Has the Marilith noticed this?
It suddenly slithers around kind of thing.
Because it's her turn next, and she has a prone target. Which,
Impeccable. We
so,
really are playing a whole other game.
Yeah.
4D, yes.
Yeah.
and then 1,
For
2,
D&D.
3, 4. Adolin's gonna tuck in
Oh,
here.
hello.
Into
We are just
cover.
shuffling around. Like it's little musical buildings that we're
Yeah.
doing.
So I've line of sight to you and Clifford, and are you on the
Yeah,
ground
I think
floor?
Yeah, I'm like right
You
below
are
you.
above and below each other.
We
I'll-
can look through.
I'm gonna hang.
I'm thinking I'm gonna move though.
Okay, I'm gonna move to about. Do I have line of sight to you there?
Oh god.
My God, Will.
Yes.
One way to
My
take him
hair
out.
pulled it. Sorry. I don't think anything came off.
No, you're all good.
No, it's okay.
He's still beautiful.
so sorry.
Do you want some blue tack for him? Or?
He's usually very stable, but luscious locks can be deadly.
Apologies. I know he's very.
That's my
precious.
baby.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. Do I have? Can I see Kai from?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so just to get line of sight. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
Why do you need to see me?
I just when I remembered that the
It's fun to look
reaction advantage on everything only works if we can see each other.
Yeah,
Fair,
you need line of
fair,
sight
fair.
for certain reactions and stuff. And
Yeah.
silvery barbs, I think, as well, and
Mhm.
stuff. So. Plus, it's good to be able to be with your friends and make sure they're not dead in a corner somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay, it is the Marilith's turn. She is going to immediately slither up to the Erinyes.
Whee!
She's going to take her first attack to attempt to grapple her with her tail.
Amazing.
Oh,
So you
prone
see, like-
and grappled. Wow.
So you see, like this, like tail, like strikes out and is going to try and wrap around this Erinyes. So the way that this
You
works
love to see it.
is that she rolls to hit first because she just gets to do damage anyway. That's a hit.
Hell yeah.
And then the Erinyes makes a save to try and not get wrapped up. And she will make this as a dex save. Oh, that is enough to not get wrapped though.
Oh.
So-
Ooh.
Oh, does she have disadvantage because she's prone actually?
On deck saves.
Dex saves, yeah. Let's say.
Restricted movement, attacks affected.
Yeah, it just gives me disadvantage on an attack rolls and advantage against them.
Prone.
But a grapple is a type of attack, no?
Oh yeah, she would have had advantage on the original attack, but that doesn't affect the grapple of it.
Hmm.
So the grapple is like an escape DC that she has to hit.
I see. Okay, so it's not contested.
The Marilith
It's a
doesn't
flat
roll.
DC.
The tail hits,
It's not. Yeah.
Mhm.
and if the tail hits, the target then makes a grapple
Yeah.
escape.
So that's fine. You played it exactly right.
Yeah. The restrained condition will give someone disadvantage on deck saves.
The irony.
Mm-hmm.
You're already restrained, yeah.
Well, she's not, is she? She's just grappled.
No.
Like to benefit from
That
that, when
effect.
saving from
Yeah.
restrained, you have to be restrained.
Restrained.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Done.
Yeah.
So she's going to take a little bit of damage.
like-
Marilith is then going to forgo the rest of her attacks to try again with the tail and wrap her up.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a really nice like combination thing here of she can make one of those for free and then she can just forgo the rest of the attacks to try that one again because it's quite strong.
Cool.
So she needs to hit with the attack first.
With advantage from prone.
With advantage for prone. That was much better, thank you. She is going to hit, and then the Erinyes rolls to try and get to escape the grapple.
Does that happen now?
Immediately, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, immediately you get a save, and then you can save again, or you can take an action on your turn to try and escape it, yeah.
Is it a saving throw now and a grapple check on her turn?
It's always a save, actually.
Oh,
It's
is it?
slightly favoured in the grappleese.
Cool.
Grappleese? The person being grappled.
The grapple.
The grapplee. It's
You're
slightly in their
The
favour. So
grapples.
it's always slightly in their favour.
Cool.
I think that is going to be a success again. So
Mm.
she'll still take the damage, but she hasn't been...
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Like thumbing shells into the shotgun.
Yeah,
Shame.
it's hot fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite good. And that is the Marilith's turn. It is to help the Horde.
Oh yeah.
I think the little guy can make it to the Erinyes. Maybe.
Or are they going for the box?
Can we stand the Erinyes up for a second, sorry, and put her in... She's in the square that's the slightly further away one, so I actually don't think he can, because he can move 3 squares.
1, 2,
Oh,
3.
that's a shame.
He will dash to get to the Erinyes.
Let's go. Go on, little guy.
And immediately die?
Maybe. We'll see.
You'll get an AOO.
Those ones in the corner are going to continue in that direction and go around the back of the house, so please move them 6 squares total.
That's so stupid.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's so silly.
Till they go up the
Where are
stairs.
they going?
They're just vibing.
Those 3, just 6 squares straight forwards as they can. That will not... will have to shimmy around the bones, which will slow them down.
1, 2, 3.
That's also difficult terrain in there.
Oh wait. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And that's their turn.
This is ridiculous.
Riveting stuff.
I know, right?
So are they making any like noise in particular, or are they like
Sorry.
swarm around the box? Like the mages inside just there and go,
A kind of. It's this like low groaning and shuffling and like scraping and slurping noises. It is disgusting.
slurping.
One of them, this guy, is singing Pink Pony Club.
Kai,
Oh, it's
is
me.
yourself. Yeah. I'm afraid the turn before you is very anticlimactic. Yeah, because they never ever get into combat with anything. Everything dies before they get to it. And nobody's picking them off. So.
Do any more appear?
No, not currently.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Something has been learned.
Pardon?
No, we were asking
What's
if any
been
more.
learned?
Huh?
There's no more of them showing
Oh,
up.
cool. Okay, that one had advantage against spells, so this one definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let's assume this guy has everything.
This guy's only been hit a couple of times by you, right?
Am I right in saying we're waiting until we've dealt with these two before we do anything about this guy?
Yeah,
And then
I
we're all
guess.
just gonna.
I think
Right.
in an ideal world we'd be able to like deck this guy too and set the demons on him. Him, it, them, fiend.
What is that? Okay. Per? Yeah.
Erinyes?
Yeah.
I'm really kicking her while she's down.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
I'm gonna poke out. Actually,
See that the fighters moved significantly closer to you.
yes. I might actually.
Ooh.
Boop. I would like to be able to see things while still hiding, so now I'm up here. So that's my bonus action.
Okay.
And then, wait, should I have done this? No, it's fine, that has range. And then I would like to cast Little Chatter.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's a 10-foot radius, so I'll get all 3 of them.
Okay.
Because they've handily grouped together, so can they make con saves, please?
Okay, so I'll do the Erinyes first.
That means she's rolled badly. When she snickers.
These guys
2
are.
natural ones.
Let's go!
Nice save.
The dice are telling the
She
story.
fails.
That's amazing.
The Marilith succeeds. I'm not going to roll for.
We'll just
Aww.
take
He A can't make the save.
little Jimmy off the
Are
board
you
here.
sure it's only a 19?
I know this has been asked before, but all of these guys immune to fire. No point.
Well,
Is it a con save? Sorry, did you say?
Yeah.
He could make
The bigger ones, I think, we're pretty confident are
He
immune
does
to
not
fire.
make it.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so
I
that
keep on
is
thinking of using this.
17 thunder
And
damage.
then not
17
because
thunder
why bother?
Yeah.
But it's good on area
Okay.
of effects.
And then
Hmm.
Benevolent as well. Okay.
Single target as
Yeah,
Oh, that's something I
or
haven't
yeah, half damage on a
Mm.
success.
You could
so half
crank,
of 17 is
Linus Fireball.
Yes, that's true.
Eight.
Eight.
Do we
Is
go?
it worth
Do we
it?
round up or
Always
down?
run
That's
down.
Eight.
Always run
Yeah.
down. Sorry, but yes.
8
Also-
thunder damage. Do I want to shove either of them, or do we like how they're placed?
I think it's fine.
How far do they go?
Like 10 foot, I think.
If you wanted, you could shove her around a little bit to like here, and maybe it would
It's got
touch
to be
this
like
guy's
directly
eye.
away from you.
Then it's
10
no.
feet's
Then there's no real
10 feet this way would put her there, which is fine.
between the two of them. Could get some flanking
Could give the-
going.
The horde dude a bit of an easier time.
I think she's gonna be gone by the time that the horde
Yeah.
gets to her.
Just shove her for funsies.
Funsies,
Why
10 feet.
not?
She
You're
is in the
that square now.
diagonal from the Meredith.
Okay.
Why not?
She's having a rough time.
Could
Dropped
you feel
off a
bad?
roof and
She did, yeah. She did absolutely
Dropped
nothing. Like there is a part of me that feels really bad because these guys technically haven't done anything this this session. I have to keep on reminding myself that this guy absolutely like rang your bell last session, and that she took some pot shots as well.
yeah.
But right now they just feel like innocents.
Yeah, holy shit, you got heels like
There we go.
kicking around.
Oh no, we're good. Don't you worry. Just I don't.
Mhm.
I like right now. This is just gonna clean up more than anything else. So I'm not really sure if. Yeah, I'm aware
Okay.
that we should maybe.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay.
hold off.
It's now the
Something
armored
could
files
happen.
go.
Yes.
Pit Fiend, sorry.
Maybe-
Has anybody got line of sight on him? I think it's just Polly.
I
Adolin.
can see him through the window.
Oh yeah, Kai's in
That's
the
why
window.
I moved, because I wanted to see things.
He's peering through the broken
This
window. Pardon?
Well, who are you talking about?
This
Oh,
guy.
this guy.
It's
Sorry,
the armored Pit Fiend.
Mhm.
I don't know.
The guy in
why.
armor is the
I know.
armored
I
pit.
you said armored, and I was like, "Who here has armor?" This one. It has a helmet on.
Not the really big one
Yeah.
right in front of your eye line.
Sometimes something is so big that you just
You can't see it
can't see
anymore.
it.
It's got a lovely bundle of skulls on its belt.
Yeah.
I like this one that's like very ornately like
Yeah.
as a piercing in the wing, and he's got a dagger here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you like see him from this side, he has loads of piercings.
He has loads of
Yeah.
piercings in his wings. Yeah.
Very
He's
cool.
very punk.
This
And
one
yet,
is so
as a
cool.
devil, is restricted by the power structures of hell, and therefore not very punk.
That looks so sick.
But repels in his own
Did you
way.
know that punk actually originally just meant gay?
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
I can explain some more lore to you later, but I don't think it's relevant right now.
Punk. Cool.
Etymology lore.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. So you can see him like glancing around. You can see him like looking down at the Erinyes, but then continuing to glance up at Glazia, and you can see like he hefts his axe, like
I'm good
like,
for
watching you three quite
Yeah.
heavily, but he doesn't make a move.
what?
And it is Clifford's go.
Does anybody have like a detect thoughts? I'm
Can we just-
absolutely fascinated.
Mm.
Does Lena have
She
detect thoughts?
might actually.
Clifford, please.
No, she has detect magic.
Mm.
Boo! Maybe his thoughts are magic.
No.
I mean, Clifford's got a little bit of a bone to pick, ha ha ha, with this guy
Benevolent.
potentially. So, can we imagine him, doing the thing? He'll drop down, he'll take 2 attacks, and he'll just bam back up again. Does that
Okay.
sound okay?
You'll take
In
that
fact,
little bit of fire.
It's
Is it
not Clifford's
it's
turn.
It's the pincer guy's turn.
Yeah,
Mm.
because they
It's
swapped.
Clifford.
Remember?
Oh my god, they swapped, yeah.
Yeah. So
delayed
so
fire.
actually, he doesn't do that. He's going to see what this guy does.
Okay.
That's right. He hasn't before that guy hit him. He hadn't actually been hit. The only thing that had done damage is he fell out. He jumped off a building. That was it. That was what did it.
These 4 squares are empty,
Yeah,
and the Erinyes is in this one,
that's true.
if he felt so inclined.
I think he's actually quite focused on Clifford.
Boo.
Why?
So I think you see him like slot his pincers into the side of this building and start like climbing up.
Weird.
Cool.
You could move your head for a second, sorry, Anna. He is going to like rip himself up the side of this building
Good lord.
and wiggle himself in there
Wiggle, wiggle.
and go for Clifford.
No, Clifford!
Okay. The Thingami resets at the start of Clifford's next turn, which has happened
Yes.
because he deletes, so
Yes.
it's disadvantage on the first attack.
And that'll make it miss.
That'll make
Nice.
it nice. Okay, fantastic.
So that was his first attack. Second attack, which is the other
Oh,
pincer.
that's so cool. Holy shit.
That negated a natural 20,
Dude.
but it's still a hit.
Well, it's not a crit, so I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you go?
I took a cool, like, focused
It looks
shot
really
of,
good.
like, past the Pit Fiend's wing
If
towards...
only like Worldcon was still happening, this would go up on all the
Very cool.
social media.
It was.
And Polly on the roof looking the other way.
Yeah,
you go.
I'm straight up
You're just
like,
like, no!
wow, what a beautiful view.
Okay, so he cannot be grappled either.
It's probably just
No,
as well as she wasn't. Her face wasn't in it.
She's got such a beautiful
Such
face.
a beautiful Scotch
15
face.
points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then the fists are going to come in.
With the fisty fists.
First one's a miss. The second one gets a 14.
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
Ha.
That's that.
Silly fists.
Cool. Clifford's looking
They're
pretty
too
bad.
tiny, like T-Rex.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're too tiny.
Mm. On anything else, those would be reasonably sized arms. But, like,
On that.
on that, they are piddly.
Yes. And it is now Clifford.
Get out of there!
40 feet. How far?
8 inches. Or 8 squares. 40 feet.
What is?
40 feet.
What is?
The thing Rosie just said.
Oh.
Clifford's.
Clifford's teleport.
Oh.
Cool.
You're like, goodbye.
That is precisely 40 feet. That's so annoying. Unless he jumps off and teleports in midair.
Can do that.
Is that a feasible
Do a
thing?
long jump.
Yeah.
I want to jump him over here next to Thingami.
I'm
So,
not sure if there's space, if I'm honest.
oh. Yeah, that's true. We don't have boxes on this, so I think we've been
Mm.
playing it a bit maybe loose-goosey.
Yeah. In my head, I'm one box in, but it's hard to tell.
Mm.
He could
Which isn't
actually...
enough to Clifford, because he needs two. Because he's a large
Mm.
creature right now.
He could probably get on the roof if he really wanted to, but I think that's a terrible idea for just generally.
Mm. Should we pull the curtain on the thing, by the way?
It's getting quite bright, yeah.
The battle map is fully glared
I
out.
think it's the other one, unfortunately.
I'll try. Oh,
Very.
Hello, camera. Is anyone still in shot?
a dramatic zoom.
It's actually not bad, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want Clifford on the roof. I think that's a terrible idea, just generally speaking. She's
Yeah.
quite busy. So I think
Put
that
them on the awning, potentially.
Through the window. Please stop knocking things.
he's getting chased down by her. I want him to get distracted so that he's not going after Clifford anymore. Clifford's one of the worst looking ones. Even if that means that he gets distracted by me upstairs, so be it. We'll have Clifford bamf down to about here. He's able to go.
Lovely.
And then we'll just have him run through the
Through the
Thingami to the back.
Yeah, okay.
there is
Nice.
a door.
There is a
Yeah.
door, but also he's incorporeal, so like it doesn't really matter.
Can you run for the wall?
But before he does that, he
Like
will
the-
He has
take.
to be able to see where he's going.
Yeah.
roughly, yeah, but yeah.
Before he does that, he'll take 2 attacks on the
Mm.
Yeah.
big
Okay.
big guy.
Mm.
Cool. I'm doing things all out of order. I apologize.
It's okay. It's a little confusing, but it's okay.
Oh, he missed. It's a 15.
No.
Okay. Actually, that was both of his. I rolled at advantage. I don't know why I did that, but it was a 5 and a 3, so he missed both times. So that's him. Job done.
Awesome. Clifford disappears.
Nom nom.
He's gone. He's gonna go lick his wounds.
It is now the Erinyes.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
She's having a great day.
Yeah, she is.
Shall we stand her up?
Yeah, she will take half her movement to stand up. She will then take the disengage action, and she is going to fly. I think
She's only got half her movement left.
she does only have half
Yeah.
movement, but she's still going to fly away.
Blue tack?
Yeah. Can I get a ruler, please?
Where what? There.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh. Okay. She can get to there?
Yeah.
Gonna go see her body.
She's going to go up here.
Mm.
Right.
She's probably
So
going
that
to stay
tells
there.
us she's got like 60 feet of movement normally, huh?
You should put a shatter like right here and
Tip
just
the entire
destroy the
building.
tower.
That'd be really fun.
Boom!
Okay, then that is the bottom of the initiative order. I think now might be a good time to take a quick comfort break. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying our lovely little homebrew campaign.
Yep.
Mhm.
We're busy.
Yeah, real busy. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye from all of us.
See ya!
The intonation of that goodbye was very weakest link.
Yes, you're
Goodbye.
Goodbye.